Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're just talking about upcoming videos on my YouTube channel. So I like to explain to you or talk about what I'm going to cover in the next upcoming weeks, because it's getting actually really interesting in terms of what games are getting released. And to be very honest, it's actually quite a lot. So let's talk about this, what you can expect on this YouTube channel in the next weeks. And I already mentioned it, the next weeks, the upcoming weeks actually in terms of game releases, especially the October, is actually quite amazing, to be very honest. Okay, we have great games coming in September as well, of course, but October is like very good. Anyway, let's start with the rest of August. And if you don't know this here, that's from IGN, and they're having actually a very great overview what games are getting released. Probably not all games, but for sure the AAA games, okay? And I like to start with Red Dead Redemption, which was released on the 17th, and I haven't covered this game for obvious reason, because I do not support a port like that. Not sure if you watched my video about this already, but I don't like it, okay? Anyway, this was released, and I don't want to cover stuff like that. Okay, so what do we have actually? What is upcoming in August? So we have Maiden, which I will not cover, to be very honest. Not interested. I mean, this was also released on the 18th already. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is on Game Pass, by the way. And I'm not quite sure if I'm looking into this, but I think I should. I'm not quite sure if it has actually HDR or not. I'm not quite sure, but I downloaded it already, and if I find the time, I will update or will provide a video to this game. So let's moving forward. And of course, if I'm missing any game out of those many games, then just put in the comment section, maybe, you know, to remind me. Immortals of Avion. I received, or I'm going to receive, a review code from Electronic Arts for this game on the Xbox version, okay? So what I will do is I will test the Xbox Series X version and most likely the S version, and then I will decide if I'm going to buy the PlayStation 5 version to make a proper side-by-side comparison. So I'm deciding this on the quality of the game. If the game is just not very good, then I'm just providing maybe HDR settings, if there is any HDR support, and maybe a quick overview on the Xbox Series X version. What do we have? I have no idea what Blasphemous is. I really don't know. Fireshark, Hellfire, Ride 5 can be probably interesting. Can be, but most likely I will not cover this. We have Armored Core 6, which will be released on my birthday. I need to look into this game. I'm not quite sure which platform actually. Maybe I'm trying to get a review key for a review code, a review sample for this, but I'm not quite sure, to be very honest. Do we think this game is going to be good? I don't know, to be very honest. I haven't seen any footage so far, which is my fault, okay? What else do we have? Oh, there's so many. Samba de Amigo, no, for sure not. What is Sea of Stars? Sea of Stars is coming to... Is this not coming on Game Pass as well? I thought so. Sea of Stars. Not sure if I'm covering this, or we have Mario. Of course, I'm not covering any Nintendo games, because there's no HDR. But this, I'm looking forward for this actually. Somerville. Sounds interesting. Oh, we have Trine 5, which is, of course, I'm not going to cover this, but I'm a big fan of the Trine 5, or Trine, I don't know how to pronounce this. Trine. Anyway, I'm a big fan actually of the series. We have now part 5, which gets released on the 31st of August. See, so already in August, a couple of days just until September, we have still a lot of games, and now we continue with September, which it's getting very interesting. And why I really like the September, especially the first week of September, is because of Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. No, of course not. Because of Baldur's Gate And Starfield, this is, wow, it's huge. So of course you can expect coverage for Baldur's Gate and coverage for Starfield. So I bought the digital whatever edition. I can't remember which one actually for Baldur's Gate, but the one where I can play 3 days earlier. And the main reason was actually because if you buy the enhanced version, whatever you call this, you can start playing on the 3rd of September, which is a Sunday here in Australia, which makes it much easier for me to cover actually the game, because the 6th middle of the week I can't cover it quite simple or easy. Okay, so the same counts for Starfield, which I also pre-ordered the game, or I paid for the Game Pass version. You pay, I think, $45 to get the digital deluxe version or something like that, and you can start playing, I think, on the 1st here in Australia. Okay, so the 1st is a Friday, so I'm not quite sure if I can cover the game on the Friday, but I expect the coverage. That's my screensaver, by the way, just a simple screensaver on the PC, okay, nothing else. So I'm not quite sure if I can cover the game on the 1st of September because it's a work day, but expect the video about HDR, of course, as soon as possible, okay? Maybe Friday evening, latest Saturday morning, okay? And always when I'm talking about time and date, I'm talking about Australian time here, okay? And of course, I'm also like to do a coverage video about the performance on the Xbox Series S, X and PC, of course, okay? So expect this very, very interesting, the very beginning of September. So I like just to make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Of course, we have then Lies of P, which is on Game Pass. I covered the demo version, was it? Or was it? I made a video already. I'm not quite sure if I'm coming back to this title, even it's on Game Pass. Mortal Kombat 1, no plan so far to cover this game, to be very honest. It's maybe you can talk me into this, put in the comment section if you like to have a cover from this game, but at the moment it's not on my list, okay? Then we have Payday, which Payday 3, which is also a Game Pass, which comes first day or on the release date on Game Pass, which of course will be covered then. And then of course we have Bud Spencer and Terence Hill, which will be not covered. Even I love the videos, love the movies from those two, and unfortunately, yeah, Bud Spencer is already not under us anymore. Anyway, Electronic Arts FC24, which is the new FIFA. I don't even know what FC stands for. Football Club? Football, I don't know. Anyway, it will not be covered because nah, I don't think so. Anyone is interested in this, okay? Then we have Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, which I am not going to cover because no one is interested in this. Of course, I'm just kidding. Everybody's looking forward for getting an update or a video about this. My question is, do I need to finish the main, so I know this is a download content, but we also getting, as far as I understand, we're getting a big update before or on the same day, okay? Update 2.0 or whatever. And of course, my question is, do I need to have the download content to actually get the same improvements what the patch will deliver? Most likely the answer is no, you don't need it because the patch is, for everyone. But do I need the download content actually to show maybe some additional stuff? And then of course also the question is, do I need to finish the main story? Because I haven't finished the main story at all. So if you can answer this question, I would be much appreciated. But this is of course something where I'm going to look into it if there's any improvement in terms of HDR, because we know HDR in Cyberpunk has terrible HDR black level rays. Okay, what do we have then? Nintendo Switch, of course. Oh, Gothic on Nintendo Switch. I mean, not going to cover this, but Gothic, oh my god, I'm a big fan of this, okay? What do we have? Airport Sim, no. Bavaria, no idea what this is. We are already in, this is not with a announced date anymore, because you can see it's in the 3rd quarter of 2023, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing. Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. But anyway, there's nothing mentioned at the moment when those games are published. So that's why I think we're moving to October. And I said it already, October is like crazy. I don't even know how to manage this in terms of covering all the games and in terms of spending all the money for games. So let's start with Assassin's Creed Mirage. I already pre-ordered the game on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. So I did this, so you can expect coverage on both platforms. Then we have, sorry, I have no idea what this is actually. This looks like a Baldur's Gate clone. Maybe I just need to look into this. Soria, Age of Shattering. What do we have? Detective and NHL 24. No, I will not cover this. Forza Motorsport. What was Forza Motorsport? I'm just kidding. Of course, Forza Motorsport Game Pass Day 1 will be covered on Xbox and PC in terms of HDR. And of course, performance. Really, really excited for this game. Then we have Lords of the Fallen. Not quite sure if I should cover this. You let me know in the comment section if you think Lords of the Fallen is a game which should be covered in terms of HDR and performance. You let me know about this. Jurassic Park, no thank you. Iron Maiden, no idea what this is. Hot Wheels, no. Overpass. Overpass is a great game, I like it, but it's probably not to cover. Spider-Man 2, I hate this game. No kidding! Spider-Man 2, of course, PlayStation 5 exclusive, will be covered on this channel. For sure, Day 1 or October the 20th. I haven't bought this game so far. I just think go into the shop and get it, and that's it, okay? What else do we have? Metal Gear, no, I'm not. Oh, City Skyline 2. I mean, I'm not going to cover this game, but that's just for me. I love the first part. And then, of course, and this is most likely for me personally, in October, the most wanted title is Alan Wake 2. For me personally, I mean, we have great games, we have really, really great games like Assassin's Creed and then Forza Motorsport, but I'm really looking forward for Alan Wake. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, to be very honest, in terms of game, but I'm looking forward to test Spider-Man in terms of the performance, in terms of visuals and whatsoever, because I'm expecting a lot. Okay, Alan Wake, I'm just expecting a great game, to be very, very honest. So. What else do we have? And that's it for October. And I think that's actually enough. We have so many great games coming up. And yeah, you put in the comment section, please, what games I'm missing and what you're expecting actually from me to cover in addition. Okay, so maybe there's something what I missed. And of course, I will continue doing some videos like what I have done with Red Dead Redemption, where I just complaining about the lazy port. Okay, so thank you very much for watching me. And yeah, I see you soon. Thank you.